Hi, guys. We are live. Caroline and I are chatting therapy bracelets today. Caroline, oh, I always do this the wrong way, is right here.
Hi.
She is lovely. And we've had a lot of questions about essential oils, therapy bracelets, how they can help, and of course, how you can implement something so beautiful into your life as a mom and just make your life that much better. So if you guys have any questions throughout the course of this live, let us know in the comments.
For sure.
And we'll answer them. And bonus, we're giving away one therapy bracelet on the live and afterwards a little bit as well. But what I want you to do, all you have to do to enter to win a therapy bracelet is just to put your favorite flavor of essential oil. So whether or not it's eucalyptus, lavender, really anything that floats your boat, and you'll be entered to win, and we'll do the draw afterwards. So I'll put the details in the top after the live.
Awesome.
So Caroline, I would love for you, we've just spent a few minutes talking and you're already one of my favorite people. You're lovely. So if you can tell me a little bit about you as a person.
Sure. Well, I'm in my, I guess I have to say late 30s now because I just had my birthday. But anyway,
30 something.
I've been designing jewelry for maybe a long time, but as a business for 8 years. And this diffuser bracelet, let me be clear, most people call them diffuser bracelets. I give all of my jewelry a name because I feel like it evokes some emotion. So I call these ones therapy just because they have some benefits in that way. Like it's the only kind of diffuser jewelry that I make. So I've been doing this for 8 years. I am an interior designer by education, but I decided to do this full time when I came home from working in Jamaica as an interior designer, and I didn't want to work for anyone anymore. So I said, "Can I make this a business?" And I just went for it.
That's ballsy. And also Jamaica, like coming.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Jamaica's lovely. That's where my dad's family is from. So I have that connection, but I just ended up there because they needed someone who didn't need a work permit at Sandals Resort. So I was like, I'm there.
Sign me up, especially now. It's so, I don't know how, because you're in London, right? Right now?
Yeah.
I don't know how it is in London.
We just got, I would say, probably 6 inches of snow over the last 2 days. So.
Oh, glorious. Yeah. So if you're just joining us in the live, if we're giving away a free bracelet, so all you have to do to win is throw in your favorite flavor of essential oil in the comments, and we will do the draw later and pick one of these beautiful bracelets. So basically you're an awesome designer who has beautiful taste, who's worked in the warm depths of the world and has been doing jewelry and building your company for the last 8 years with these beautiful things.
Yes. So the therapy bracelet is new. I've had it for a few months. I would say, a semi-adopter of essential oils. So I haven't infiltrated my whole life. But I do think anything natural that you can incorporate into your life instead of something chemical is a no-brainer. So my friends who are oil people were after me to do some diffuser jewelry. But because my primary business is jewelry, I was like, it has to be beautiful. I'm not just going to throw a lava bead into the mix just because. So I sat on it for quite a while and I bought some lava beads and I tried, but I just couldn't do it. I just don't like those little pocks in them. So then I discovered, and I don't know why I didn't know this before, but that if you have raw wood beads, they can also act as diffusers by absorbing. And I went to one of my suppliers and he had this whole wall of gorgeous raw sandalwood and pine and just so rich, and they smelled so good already. I was like, this I can do. So I started working on the design for this bracelet. And if you look at my website, you'll see everything is very eclectic and one of a kind. So I always design so that it can be mixed infinite ways. So I don't ever have to make anything more than once. And I have like infinite combinations. So that's what I did. These bracelets they each have 2 stones of a crystal, because I love to mix the different textures, and then the wood beads that absorb the oils. Erica, I lost you. I don't see you anymore.
I hid myself.
Oh, there you.
I hid myself so you could be bigger.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to focus in on the beautiful bead.
So right. So I'll get it close to the camera. So
there we go.
Yeah, this one. So you can see it has sparkles. It has the wood, and it has stones. And then the finish at the back is an actual macrame knot, because when I was redoing my studio, I became obsessed with plant hangers. So I taught myself to macrame, and then the knot just came in handy for because they're on elastic. So you always have to have a way to cover the elastic end. That was my solution. And I was so excited that my time spent on YouTube learning to macrame wasn't lost. So in terms of oils, I'm not an expert, but really wearing your diffuser bracelet is really just a mood thing. So if you have anxiety issues, or if you just like an uplift, I would say it's kind of like eating some candy that you really love.
Oh, now you're going to make a whole bunch of moms watching this just want candy. That's all I want.
That, gives you that little, sorry. I'm just trying to find something that is kind of, because it's not a miracle worker, right? It's not a drug or anything like that. But like, if you have orange oil and you love orange oil, and like you diffuse it in your favorite place in the world, if you can take a little bit of orange oil with you to run your errands or go to work or whatever, then you can just like give yourself that little boost, that little memory of that place that you love and that time that you love right there. So
yeah, so lovely.
That's kind of what it does.
Well, diffusing and oils are so popular and so trendy these days, right? Because we're so focused, and especially as moms, on trying to take better care of ourselves and personal health, and making sure that we don't slowly go crazy by dealing with all of these obstacles, right? So that's why I think I was so drawn initially to, your beautiful website. And we have a question about where your jewelry is currently sold. And I'm going to throw it up on the screen here. It's tweakboutiqueonline.com.
Exactly. And I do have a studio, which is where I am, and I do take appointments, but most of your viewers are probably kind of far for that. But if you were in the southwestern Ontario area, you can contact me, and I love to have people come over. I'm working up here by myself a lot, so
go visit her and keep her company.
Yeah, come look at pretty things.
Come smell all the beautiful smells.
Exactly. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, because before we hopped on this call, we chatted a bit about some of the cool stories and benefits that some of your customers and friends and family have told you about these bracelets and how they've helped them. So maybe if you could tell some of the viewers how it's helped people. Yeah,
one of my best friends, she is a teacher, and she has told me that she's had specific instances where she's had students that have trouble focusing, and so she's trying to get them working, and the one little girl, she said, stopped, and she's like, "Something smells so good, miss. What is it?" And she didn't even really know what it was, and then she realized it was her bracelet. She had I think she said it was a citrus oil on it, and the little girl was fascinated by this, and it just got her attention focused on her, the teacher, so that she could implement what needed to be done. So they had that connection and that moment. For me specifically, this is not even about the oil. This is just about having a stack of bracelets. My niece, we were at a concert, and of course I've already given her a ton of bracelets because I'm ridiculous like that.
Why not? Best answer.
she wasn't wearing any, but I was. So she had the greatest time taking them on and off. And I was imagining if they did have an oil on them, that would be like one more level of entertainment for her during this concert where she has to sit still. And she's like just 2. So.
Oh my gosh. I can't imagine a 2-year-old sitting still. It just doesn't, my brain can't comprehend it. Oh my gosh. This would be cool for my daughter. I would love this.
Yeah, and then I've actually made children's size ones. I don't have those on my website, but I will do them custom, no problem. And the one mom says that I made 3, one for each of her kids. She said that the reason she already diffuses because her kids have high anxiety, so she has blends for each of them every night. But she's like, if I can give it to them to take to school with them, then I'm giving them a tool when they're feeling anxious so that they don't feel helpless in the situation. You can say, when you're anxious, you've got the oil on your wrist. So if you put it up to your nose and you take a sniff, it's going to help you. As much as the oil may actually calm you, it's the action of having a tool to do something about it that I think is beneficial as well. And that's for us too, because like for adults, it's often just what you think is helping you that does help you. You take a moment to stop and sniff it. It gives you're telling yourself it helps, and you've taken a moment away from whatever's causing you the stress to get it going. So.
Well, that's such a good point, because one of the things, and I've been very open about my journey through postpartum depression and anxiety, and through my challenges with a feisty toddler who likes to throw down a lot. So one of the things that therapists I work with and the behavioral therapist I work with for my daughter recommend is just doing those 3 deep, like, belly breaths.
Right.
How wonderful would that be if you could incorporate with those 3 deep belly breaths something that was soothing and relaxing and just sort of centered you in the moment?
Yeah, definitely. So I did get a little crash course last night from my friend, because I just use wild orange every day, all day. That's me. But I was like, I need some other things that people might want. So she said to me that lavender is great for calming, uplifting any of the citrus oils. So that would be like,
like the grapefruit.
When you're lethargic after lunch or whatever. Great one to sniff then. And grounding. So if you're having trouble focusing or just not able to concentrate on what you're doing, she said any tree oils like sandalwood, frankincense.
I need those in my life.
Yeah. So
and my brain is not what it once was.
I know. Why does that happen? I guess you just have more on your brain, so it's divided, right?
Yeah, and your brain gets older and tired and just...
No, don't say that.
I'm 30-somethings too, so it's and it's so funny because this connecting with you was very timely, because I literally just bought my first diffuser, and I have a friend who's a doTERRA rep who was so generous and gave me some oils, and I was like, okay, I have to talk to Caroline from Tweak. I've been and why I thought it was so great too, because I've been looking really hard on Etsy to find some bangles or bracelets, or even one that sort of just remind me and center me to calm, or say like breathe on them. But this would be such a better alternative because it incorporates the oils as well.
Exactly. And the truth is, you don't have to put the oil on it every day.
Yeah.
I always say, anyone who's talking to me about jewelry and, I can't wear it, I say, if you love it, you can wear it. So I think that if you find like a stone that you love, I'll say, I'm wearing here. I don't even make this, but here I'm showing you.
Just showing off someone else's jewelry.
Ring that's Dalmatian jasper. And I just love Dalmatian jasper. I love designing with it. I don't know. It just makes me happy. So I don't usually wear rings at all. But I saw this ring at the gem show, and I was like, I need that ring. And I usually don't wear jewelry that I don't make. But I just with this ring, and I've been wearing it ever since. And so I just think that if you can find, and it makes me happy. Like, it makes me happy when I see it. So if you find a stone that you love, say you love purple, if you find if you get a bracelet or whatever with amethyst on it, it's right there in your eye line constantly. It's not like a necklace that is almost for other people.
It's for you in the sense that it makes you feel great about yourself. It makes you feel like $1,000,000, but other people are looking at it.
Right, exactly. But the bracelet is there you're looking at your hands all the time, right? Whatever you're doing, typing.
I've been playing with them the whole time.
Yeah. Right.
I've been trying to keep them down to stop being distracting.
Exactly. So the idea that you can see this thing that you already love all the time, I just love it. And then the whole stacking of bracelets, I've become like such a stacker. So I have 3 on right now, 3 therapy bracelets. But I often will put, like, I do these roots bracelets, which are just wood with a little crystals or whatever.
Can you hold that closer to this? Can you hold that closer to the screen so that we can see it?
Yeah. These ones are well worn because I wear them a lot. But,
so I'm getting you to show your old bracelets. Yeah. Sorry. Those are beautiful.
Yeah, that's the light version, and then these ones are darker.
Oh my! They're all so nice and neutral, but like with pops of spectacular beauty, right? Exactly. Like they're not overwhelming and in your face, but they're not subtle and drifting into the background.
Yeah, I'm glad that you see that because that's what I love. So to stack the bracelets, like, I just think it's so fun because nobody, like, maybe somebody else has the same type of bracelet as you, but nobody stacks it like you do.
I've never heard anyone say that. That's so funny.
And I love doing that. I've been doing that a lot. People will say, I want a stack of 3 therapy bracelets, and I will, like, I know this word is so overused, but curate it for them and, like, send them a couple options, pictures. They'll say, oh, I wear a lot of black and I like turquoise. So then
you just picked out me personally. Like,
oh, really?
I'm in all black and all the mombreak colors are turquoise.
Okay, there you go. So then I'll put a little stack together and send them some options, and then they can decide which one. Or sometimes I'll do a mixed stack, so they'll want like 3 therapy and 2 roots, and I'll do that. But I find that's really fun because it's personal. Oh, that's the other thing. You can get a monogram tag on these therapy bracelets.
I saw that. And you know what? I'm going to try something I haven't done on mombreak before. So bear with me, guys. Sure. I'm going to try to share my screen because what I did was I pulled up your website just so that I could show off some of the bracelets. Yeah. There was a lot of like the monogram details that I thought might be hard to see.
Yeah, on screen. It's really hard to.
And you know what? This might not work, but we're going to try it. I think it's worth it.
Sure.
Let me see here. Okay. Can you guys see her website? Let's see. There, yeah, you should be able to see it.
There, I can see it.
Let me do it like that. Okay. So I'm not sure let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Let's see if it makes it this way. Guys, technology. There we go. Okay. So what I did was I brought up the therapy bracelets specifically because I just wanted to show like how actually, I really like this one. I just like shopping. Oh, these beads are so cool. Okay, sorry, this is not the point of this conversation, but I'm getting distracted, guys. But there's just so many beautiful options. And then the monogramming, what she's referring to, you can see them here. And actually, I think there was a better picture on your Instagram as well. Or maybe it was my Instagram.
I think it was your Instagram. If you click on one of the bracelets, the next picture is of the.
Let's go back to the one that I like.
Yeah.
I'm biased. Okay, so we were talking about monogramming and macrame, you can get sort of your initials monogrammed in it as well, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, the tag, which makes a cool gift. Really close to Christmas, but we're in Canada, so I still think it's possible if you're looking for gifts.
Yeah, totally. And if you're just joining us, just throw in the comments your favorite essential oil flavor and you could win one of these as well for yourself. So
do you want me to do a demo? I was thinking I could see if I can get close to the screen and we can watch it absorb.
Oh, that'd be great.
Some people are skeptical.
I'm always skeptical about things like this. And actually, my next question was going to be a dummy question for you. Is that like, how does this actually work? So I'm going to I'm going to disappear and make you big.
Okay. So I'm going to also disappear and try to get close to the camera here.
Let's see if I can make you big. Oh, no, I just made myself big. Sorry, guys. Don't need to see that. But I do have a lot of makeup on.
All right. There we go. Okay. So in the front of each of the bracelets, this one is mine, which I've been wearing for a long time. So it's not quite as sparkly because it's got my oils on it too. But so this is gold rimmed wood here, and it has no finish on it. So it does a nice absorption. So you just use I've got doTERRA Wild Orange here. Yeah. And you want to use a skin safe oil that you're not sensitive to, because it will touch your skin. So you just use the drip cap, and I like to put 1 drop on each bead, and then so you can see it's very shiny right now, and it's gonna just absorb in.
You don't have to rub it or anything?
You don't have to rub it or anything.
Huh. Okay, that's really sweet.
Yeah, so it's pretty much in there now, because this one I left it blank for a couple days because I knew that I would want to get some oil into it. So now this will last, because it's a very high quality oil from doTERRA. Then you'll smell it like probably 3 days later, even still.
And it won't be an overpowering scent to those around you, because I know there's so many offices and workplaces that are very sensitive to smell, right?
Exactly. It's because it's natural. I mean, you can go overboard even with essential oils, but because it's natural, it's not that, perfume smell that infiltrates you and everyone around you. It's that it's kind of fresh, and really I would say it's a for you only scent, because you really only smell it when you want to.
Yeah, no, I want them now. Can you tell I'm a little bit impulsive? I'm like, I want candy, I want the bracelets, I want everything. But it's just, it just, and I would have said, and there was actually a comment in the comments about something like this would be a bit trickier when you have young kids, because young kids are grabbing onto things. Yeah. So I'm thinking like under 10 months kind of thing. But now my daughter would probably just play with it and want to wear it herself, which would annoy me, because then I wouldn't be wearing it. Right. But it just makes so much sense with a lifestyle, because you have this beautiful thing that makes you feel so good about yourself, but you're also simultaneously carrying around something that could potentially help relieve some stress or anxiety, or putting on some lavender and having that calming. I love eucalyptus because it reminds me of the spa, things like that, right? Yeah, because scent is such a powerful memory. That's what I'm saying. Like, if your home is like your sanctuary and you diffuse this oil, like your favorite oil there, then if you can just take a little bit of that scent with you, then it will tie you to that place that you love so much. And I think if you can appeal to numerous senses in terms of your aesthetic, you've got touch as well, because sometimes it's good to have something to fidget with. That's literally what I was doing right now. Yeah. And then you've got the scent as well. Like, you're hitting 3 of your senses. Something's got to help you. Like, for real. One's got to be a winner. I'm convinced. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, you obviously are a maker of all this beautiful fine jewelry as well. And the therapy bracelets are only a component of your brand. So what other pieces are you making as well? Well, I make quite a variety. When I redid my website recently, I realized that I have 50 different items, which I didn't even realize. But anyway, some of my brand new things, I have a collection called Rockstar, which has a number of necklaces in it, but I just added these hoop earrings. Oh, those would be so fancy. Which are fun. I'm calling them, I say they're party earrings. I just thought for the season, like, I worked quite hard to get it out because I had the idea, and then I was like, I gotta do it before Christmas.
So I'm very excited about these, and this is what I will be wearing all holiday season. I
Are
was
they
a
heavy?
pair for my birthday. Pardon?
Are they heavy?
They're not as heavy as gigantic earrings usually
As
are.
they, yeah.
Yeah, because they're a hoop. But they are like these are rocks on the bottom. This one has
Okay.
rose quartz and labradorite and some gold plated quartz. So, but I do have small versions of it. I don't know if you can see these guys.
Oh, I
These
like
are called
those.
the Rockstar hoops.
I like those ones. Those are very Erica.
So these ones are a little more manageable if you're not big statement earring type gal. But one thing that's been part of my collection since I started is these I call it it's the Bloom collection, and it actually features a real orchid
Oh,
that is
how does that
dried
work?
and preserved in resin.
You do that all by yourself? That's crazy.
No. I
Okay.
don't dry them.
I was like, that seems
I don't do the
a
chemicals.
lot.
I order them from my supplier
Okay,
as
good.
yeah, by color and species. So
Cool.
they are grown in Thailand.
Wow.
And so these ones kind of come to the
Oh,
side
yeah.
because I love asymmetry. So this is a really fun, unique one that's been in my collection since I began. But the other one that is really a great one, an easy one to wear, which I think would appeal to moms because easy is always good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
This
it
one is
is.
called the Rebel, and it's just a little pendant. It's got some triangles, some crystals, and then a shard at the bottom. This
Oh,
one
yeah.
has impression jasper, but I use all sorts of different stones for the pendant
Wow.
right there. And it's just a long one, and it's lightweight, so it comes like mid.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, so that one's been a big hit since
That,
because it's kind of on trend and
well,
like a lot of the statement ones, a lot of people can't see themselves doing that. I
well,
say you
that
could
would,
do it,
you
but
could, and that would go really well with sort of the mom outfit in the sense that if you just had a tunic on with leggings and boots, like that's
exactly.
so easy and it's still beautiful. And that's it's so funny. You like the Rockstar earrings that you pulled out, I really liked because one of the things that I always say to people who tell me that, hey, you're looking really fancy right now, it's like, okay, it's because I put on red lipstick, I filled in my eyebrows, and I have giant earrings on, and that's it. I have,
That's your trick. There
I'm
you
like, I have
go.
old underwear, nothing is clean, but like the earrings, the lips, and the eyebrows are done.
Yeah, then you're there, right? That's
Yeah.
all you need. So really, I do quite a variety. You'll see my principal, my primary thing that I love is to design something that has infinite possibilities. So I will design all the elements, but then they should all be interchangeable to use different stones, different crystals, so that I can make like endless combinations. So I always say to people if they see something that I made and it's sold already, I probably can't make it exactly because I don't do that, but I'll make something in the spirit of it. So I think if I'm sitting here making every single one, then why would they all be the same? You should never run into someone with the same if
That's
you're
so
if you're
cool.
buying from a maker who is choosing every stone themselves. Why would I choose the same ones? How boring.
So it's a really cool way of looking at things and you're going to hate me for me saying this. So
Sure.
don't, anyways, don't
Yeah.
stone me or anything.
Yeah.
See how I unintentionally punned there? Don't stone
Yeah.
me. But honestly, I'm one to go to like H&M or Forever 21 and get like shitty cheap costume jewelry that will last 2 wears and everybody else has it, right? Whereas I think I'm finally at the point in my life now that I'm in my 30s where I can like invest in things that make me feel wonderful and are truly one of a kind.
Exactly. And I think there's a place for the Claire's and H&M. There is. I would do that too if I just wanted to um like try something.
Mm-hmm.
But again, once you have a little bit of disposable income and you can fall in love with something, like you don't really fall in love with an earring at Claire's. Like you get
No,
it because you need something.
it's cheap. And if you lose it, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
well, whatever.
whatever. But once you start delving into the idea of something that someone made and they really enjoyed what they they made, and they used real stones from the earth that are just gorgeous. Like, I'm so fascinated by the stones and the patterns in them. And my favorite thing, like, I rarely will just order like 12 strands of anything. Like, I buy 1 or 2 strands, and once they're gone, they're done. I love to have variety. I love everything to be fresh. And that's the thing. Like, people come to my studio, I have everything in these shallow drawers. I call it a giant jewelry box. And you can open the drawer and it's just like, oh,
magic.
There they are. And they're all different. And like, every drawer is something different. And so I just love that people can experience what I experience when I'm designing it, because they're like discovering it. And that's what I feel like I'm doing when I'm playing with these stones. Like, it's like discovering. Sometimes it's just like 2 rocks were together on my tray, and I was like, oh, they belong together. So I have to figure out how I can make them.
That's so funny though, because it so makes me appreciate what goes behind all the work of everything, and all the sourcing of the stones, and the love and the TLC behind the jewelry, as opposed to just going to buy my junk that's going to end up in a bag or at the bottom of my car or purse that I don't love and really care about. It'll be for like one party and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, I guess that's an attitude to just that we need to, like, when you're examining yourself as a consumer, you know, you can think, well, you know what? I would love to love what I have, and maybe have a little bit less of it, but just really love it. And so that's one thing, because honestly, I wouldn't be able to afford half the jewelry that I make.
No, not in the amount that you own for yourself.
Because I know it's more expensive. It is. But I feel like knowing the person that made it makes it that much more special. And also, if you lose an earring, I can probably help you out. I've done that more than once.
You're so sweet.
Searching through my stones and being like, I'm sure there's one more. I'll make you another one.
And I wouldn't want to lose one of your earrings. Like, I've again, I don't think my husband can hear me, but I can't find my Tiffany's earrings right now. And I'm like really upset by it. And I mean, there's other earrings these are from like Urban Planet, and they were $1. Right. So if I lose them, I don't care. I want to love and feel good again, and feel good in my stuff and good in my skin. And I really, really, really want some of those therapy bracelets, because that's such a cool concept, right?
Yeah.
I can picture myself with my therapy bracelets drinking my Starbucks.
Yes.
I'm a little obsessed.
I get you.
So is there anything else you want to add or tell people about your lines or the therapy bracelets and how they can help people?
Well, I just think I didn't invent the diffuser bracelet. I just made a spin on it. And I feel like it's not just a therapy bracelet. It's not just a diffuser bracelet for the oil benefit, but it's beautiful. And that's what I think is important. That's what design is: beauty and function coming together. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes people get too obsessed with one or the other. But yes. In this case, I feel like the idea of the therapy bracelet really brings them both together, that you don't have to sacrifice one for the other, and that you can just, honestly, you can fall in love with the color combos. Like, they're not typical. And that's what I love. I look for the things with extra veins in them, or the strand that's like off color compared to the other ones. The stuff that's not like perfect, that has inclusions of other minerals in it, because I feel that makes it interesting and it makes it unique to you. And that's all. I was so happy to be able to talk to you and to tell some more people about it. It's a great price point at $29. Like, you don't really have to save up for it.
No, to the average person, that's super affordable.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not discounting it. Like, it's not a Claire's bracelet. It is an investment to that degree, but I feel like it's worth loving it, and it's worth having something that you want to wear as opposed to just the thing that you thought was cute. Well, the thing that you thought might help you, but it's not really that cute, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You don't want it to like, yeah, you want it to feel good about it from every aspect of it, not just from a health or not just from a beauty perspective. You're combining the two, which is really, really unique.
And one thing that I've been thinking lately a lot is I am a small business, but I don't know that I support small businesses that much because I'm just so absorbed in what I'm doing. But I saw this thing on Instagram the other day, and I posted it as well, that when you buy from a small business, an actual person does a little happy dance.
Oh.
And it's true.
It's true.
It makes a real difference in someone's life, that as opposed to going to a big box store and you're just paying the bill, you know, and the person checking you out could care less that you bought it there and not somewhere else. So I do think that there's impact to be made by buying from small businesses. Even gift giving and like in our fashion, like so often in fashion, we don't have a choice because it feels like for affordable stuff, you just have to go to the mall. Like that's the only way. But if you can find some ways that you can support small businesses, Canadian businesses, I think it's a great thing too.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit because there's a couple comments and even one from my mom, but a couple comments about Christmas presents. So do you think that if people were to, and we're only a week and a half away from Christmas, so this would be a last minute present for people, but would you be able to get these out to the Canadian folks on in time for Christmas, do you think?
I do think I will. If you bought something tonight, I could ship it tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I put her on the spot here. She didn't know I was going to ask her this.
Yeah, totally possible. I, aside from Canada Post going berserk,
which is possible.
I totally think that you would get it because we have more than a week, and usually within Ontario, it's just about 2 days when I ship. So I think a week at Christmas is definitely sufficient.
So timely comment. I put in the link to your website, tweakboutiqueonline.com, because my mom's already tasked me with going to get Christmas presents.
Sure.
From you. But so if you guys are planning to maybe I'm probably just going to buy one for myself, to be totally honest. And I just want it for my own Christmas. I'll put it in my own stocking.
To get you through Christmas, right?
Yeah. So you can order them maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And they'll
I would say if you order them before the weekend, if I can, well, it's best today, but I would ship on Monday and then you would have the whole week, like the whole week of delivery days next week. So as soon as possible, but I ship every day. So.
Okay. We'll make you hustle. We'll make you work for them.
And you just, when you choose your bracelet, there's a field that you can put up to 3 letters for the monogram. Mm-hmm. So I will stamp that for you right away too. And they come in a cute little pouch too. I didn't even bring a pouch over here, but it's cute.
That's a really nice, like a Secret Santa small gift present for people if you're looking for something under like $40. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, so people can find you, tweakboutiqueonline.com, and you're on Facebook, Instagram, all over the place.
All over the place.
You try. Yeah, you're honestly, your work and your portfolio and all the stuff that you had was really what made me excited to chat with you. So thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it because I know people are like, what the heck are therapy bracelets?
Yeah.
And you're really marrying the awesome beauty with the functionality of the therapy bracelets, which I like.
I'm glad you see that because that's what I'm trying to do. For sure. Thanks so much.
Thank you guys. Head to Tweak Boutique Online, check her out. And if you have any questions, let us know. You can put them in the comments. We'll be tracking those as well. You can still enter the contest. We'll keep that open until maybe let's say end of day Friday. Yeah. and throw in your favorite essential oil flavor to enter the contest.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We will talk to you later.
Okay. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's just...
He's gone.